about something that is just a little bit controversial. It's something that some people might not necessarily understand or agree with or get, but for others of you, I hope that this video will really relieve some kind of pressure off of you and will help you to be encouraged and help you to feel like, you know what, you don't have to try to do all the things. In fact, you can't do all the things. Let's just dive right in, okay? You ready? I posted a few weeks ago on my blog about why we hired a house cleaner. And I had been really hesitant to share a lot about this just because I know that different people are in different financial situations, and I don't ever want someone who is really struggling to eke by to look at me and to feel some just like cringe and it be hurtful to them. Because you guys, I remember so well what it was like to be in that place where you barely were making it. And it was hard. And there were many days when it just hurt because financially we were in such bad shape. It was probably about 5 years ago. I had 3 young children. We were starting homeschooling. My husband had his own law firm. I had the blog that was doing really well and I was making more than a full-time income off of it. We had a lot of wiggle room in our budget. And my husband was saying to me, you know, honey, you can't do everything. And I know that you're exhausted and you're tired and there's so much going on in your life and you are trying to do everything and it's not working for you. So 5 years ago, he said to me, he's like, I really think that you should consider hiring a house cleaner. He's like, we could just have them come in once a month or every other week. I know you like to have the house clean. We should just try it. Maybe it'll work for you. And I was like, are you kidding me? No way. Do you not know? I'm Money Saving Mom. Everybody on the internet knows me as Money Saving Mom. Money Saving Mom does not hire a house cleaner. No way, Jose, that is not what Money Saving Mom does. That is so extravagant. Why on earth would I ever consider doing something like that? And so, being the good man that he was and the wonderful husband that he is, he just didn't bring it up again. Until I think it was another year later, and I was getting ready to host a bridal shower, that's what it was, and there were 90 people that were coming to my house for this bridal shower. 90 people had RSVP'd, and I was doing the food, I was doing the devotional, I was running the shower because you know me, I think I can do all the things. But I knew that there was the only way that my house was going to be very clean for the shower, which I love my house to be clean, was that I was literally going to probably have to stay up all night and clean my house. And so he came to me and said, why don't we just this week, let's try having cleaners come just this week, only this week, just so that it would relieve that load off of your shoulders. So I said, all right, okay, you're right. This week I can't do it all. So we had cleaners come that week and we left. I think I took the kids somewhere and cleaners came in and I walked into my house and it was the most amazing feeling. Someone had vacuumed all of my floors, someone had cleaned all of my tiles, someone had shined my kitchen sink, someone had cleaned all of my bathrooms and my bathtub and my shower, someone had, fluffed the pillows and vacuumed the furniture and dusted and cleaned the mirrors, and the house smelled so amazing. And I really didn't have to do anything but pull out chairs and set up tables for the shower. And it was amazing. And I started to think, maybe my husband was right when he suggested I consider this. Because this is a really brilliant idea. Like, this is super cool. Why didn't anybody tell me this was the coolest thing ever? And so I had to eat crow and tell myself and tell my husband, you know what? You were right. And I think that maybe I want to try this. But I was really scared to put it out there, to tell anyone, because it just, again, it felt so extravagant that we were even trying having a cleaning service come in. But they started coming in. And you guys, you know what I realized is that not only did I have a much cleaner house, but it was saving me so much time. And it was like this sort of thing that just, it was like this little secret that I had with myself. But anytime I would see, oh, my toilet needs to be cleaned, or my bathtub needs to be cleaned, or whatever, I would just be like, the cleaners are coming in 3 more days, and that's going to get taken care of. And so then I could just take it off of my shoulders. I could just take it out of my brain. And it was this huge relief to me in a very busy season when I was working full-time, my husband's working full-time, we have 3 little kids, and it was a major, major blessing to us. And I realized also that there were so many other benefits for it that I hadn't thought initially. And I wanted to share a couple of those with you because I thought it might challenge you, not necessarily that you need to hire house cleaners, but is there something in your life that you've been resistant to that you just need to do it? You just need to try it, and maybe it will be the best thing ever, but you aren't saying yes to it, or you aren't trying it because you're like me and you're stubborn, and maybe there's a little bit of pride, maybe you're making excuses of that's not what frugal people do or whatever. I just want to challenge you to think about it. So number 1, it saves me time. Saves me so much time. I have done the math and realized that every single week it saves me at least 5 hours. At least 5 hours of my time, if not more, every single week. And the cost, it cost us about $100. It was a little bit more when we lived in Kansas. Here in Tennessee, it's $100 to have my entire house clean from top to bottom, and it's $100 to save me 5 hours. When you think about that and the fact that I work full time, I make good money with what I do, it is so worth it that I can work a little bit to make the $100 and save me 5 hours of time. Number 2, it saves me stress. I love having a clean house. I love having a clean house. And so knowing that I have help in that area has been so amazing. My kids do a lot to help. They do all the laundry, they help with, the daily maintenance, they help with some of the, the dishes and all of that. But the deep cleaning stuff, a lot of that would fall on my shoulders. And so knowing that someone else is going to help me do that so that I can invest my time in other things is so worth it for me. So it saves me stress. I am happier and calmer when my house is organized. Number 3, it helps us maintain a clutter-free environment. So when you have cleaners come in, you are motivated to keep things much more straightened up and clean because you do not want to have piles and mess everywhere. They're not going to be able to do a good job of cleaning. So it helps us to once a week we have all of the things picked up, we have all of the piles gone, we have so that they can come in and do a really good job of cleaning. When that happens, every single week, your house stays a lot more clutter-free and you always have a pretty easy to maintain environment in your home. So I find that accountability is really, really helpful. So I'm also paying to have that accountability, which is huge for me as well. Number 4, it gives us more time as a family. Instead of having to spend an hour deep cleaning every day, I can just do a really quick daily maintenance and our house stays clean. So my husband helps with the cleaning, the daily maintenance. I have things that I do for the daily maintenance, and my kids have things that they do for the daily maintenance. So if we all do things for the daily maintenance, it's not a lot of time. And so it frees up at least an hour for me every single day that I can instead invest in my family. And so I know this to be true because I didn't have cleaners for a long time, and then I saw the difference between when I hired them versus when I didn't have them, and I know they have more time at night that I can just be with my kids and be with my family. Now, I know that some of you are saying, oh my goodness, there's no way on earth that I could afford this. There's no way that I have wiggle room in my budget for this. And I totally get that. But I want to challenge you. Wise management of money is not about being as frugal as you can possibly be. Rather, it's about using your resources wisely in order to enhance your life and live out your family's mission and purpose. So I fought against a cleaning service because I felt like it was extravagant and costly. What I didn't realize is that the benefits of more time with my family and less stress in my life added much more richly to my life than the cost of a weekly cleaning service. So I'm trying to remember this as someone who is really frugal in all areas of my life. I want to count not just the cost, because I always look at the price first, but I'm challenging myself to also think about the benefits. I know that many people aren't in a place to be able to afford a cleaning service, and it can feel frustrating to you. Like, that's not fair that someone else can. Or you can't understand why someone would want to hire a cleaning service because maybe you love cleaning. But I want to share it with you because I want to challenge you. Maybe there's a purchase in your life or another expenditure in your budget that maybe you've been resisting because it feels like it's not what a frugal person should do or buy or pay for. I just want to gently encourage you, like my husband did, that if you can afford something and if it will make a really positive impact in your life and is in line with your family's goals and mission, that it's okay, even if it feels downright extravagant. So give yourself permission to try it. Who knows? It just might be the thing that will make a massive difference in your home and your family. And I'm going to link to this post. There were a lot of comments on this post, and there were a lot of really, really great insights from people who said, you know, I don't want to pay for a cleaning service, or there's no way I could pay for a cleaning service, but this post challenged me to do this, or this is something that we've recently changed in our home that's made such a difference. This is not about hiring a house cleaner, although maybe some of you need the permission to go take the jump, but it's just about thinking about the return on your investment of time, the return on your investment of money. That is really wise money management. It's not about saving every single penny. It's about using our resources, including our time and our energy, to the best of our ability, so that we can fulfill our mission and purpose in life.